Nwanne. Hi, Nwanne. I'm Uzo.
And I'm Ugo.
And we are the G Girls. And welcome to another episode of Studio Medicine.
Nwanne.
I'm Uzo, the Ada.
And I'm Ugo, the Olo.
And we are the G Girls. Come take a look into our vibrant world. We are sisters.
And not just any sisters,
but Igbo sisters with passions for our beautiful culture.
We'll be interviewing your favorite Afro creatives and having inspiring, real, and of course,
gisty
conversations.
So take a deep breath,
check your pulse,
and come vibe with the G Girls. This is Studio Medicine.
So, Ozal, can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah.
You know when you're listening to a song,
Okay.
have you ever noticed or paid attention to those little like catchy phrases or like it almost sounds like shout outs that you hear in this song? Like,
like sound effects, kind of.
yes, like you know the artist of this song,
Yeah.
like whether that's Wizkid or like Davido or Burna Boy. But like I said, it's just those little like ad-lib sounded things. Like for example, like P, get down.
You know what's crazy though? They're not just random sound effects, but those are actually producers of those hit Afrobeat songs that we're hearing. So they're literally the ones making the beats.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the beat maker's a producer.
Exactly.
So let's dive into this. As you know, P, he's an amazing producer.
Yeah.
If I start to list all of his songs, we'll be here for hours. But let
I'm
me just
telling
give
you.
you some of the, the nice jams that we all know. So do you know that P has worked with people like Olamide on the songs Infinity?
Woo, to infinity. Whoa.
He's also on Southie Love with Fireboy.
I love that
And even that song that has everyone doing leg work recently, Zazu.
Which one? Oh, don't get me started. I still need to
Yes.
practice my leg work.
We all do.
Yes.
All do. We have time for that later, though.
Okay.
But yes, he's so talented. He's amazing. And his work is honestly taking over the whole Afrobeat scene currently.
For sure. Yeah. So we were lucky to be able to speak with him.
That's right.
Let's see what he has to say about being a producer and making these hits.
That's right.
P, how far now?
How far?
And welcome to another episode of Studio Medicine with your favorite duo, the G Girls. My name is Uzo.
And I'm Ugo, and on today's episode, we have a very special, talented, you all probably have heard his work before, but we're here with the wonderful PRIIME. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
And so to get things started, PRIIME, we just wanted to ask you, a lot of times you do a lot of work behind the scenes in terms of making beats, producing music. And so we wanted to ask you, can you just tell us a little bit about who you are and your story?
My name is PRIIME, Peace Way actually. My actual name is Peace Way, and I'm also known as PRIIME. I am a music producer from Lagos. I am from Ogun State in Nigeria. I grew up, or I came from a Christian background, a Christian family basically. And I don't know, it's not really much to say. Well, I came from a family, Christian background. We're all like musically inclined and all of that. I'm basically just going to talk about my music journey, if that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So I used to play the drums and the piano in the church choir, and after a while, I used to DJ and all of that, and I literally got tired of doing the same thing over and over again. And apparently, I had this software used for producing music on my laptop, but at the time I had it, I didn't know what it was for. I basically was just using it to support my DJing thing at the time.
Okay.
And while I was doing all of that, I figured out that, I could actually add like sound to this. I could actually like add create music on top of the music that's been created already. And before I knew it, I started producing and all of that. And so far, up until this moment, I've literally just been working taking
You've
breaks.
been killing it. I think we also, Prime, what we want to ask you, sometimes people don't really understand what a producer is. Like, oh, are they writing lyrics? Are they creating beats? How are they working with artists? Can you, because you know, you guys work really much behind the scenes, and like, we'll just hear like your little hook, like in the song, like, get that beat, Prime, you know, like, yeah. So it's just like, can you kind of speak to what does a producer do? Like, what's the role of a producer?
So, a producer, yeah, basically just make sure. For me, how I define my own self as a producer, what I do in music. A producer goes beyond you just making the beats. A producer is like someone that actually makes sure the song actually comes out well, and that's in terms of like production, in terms of artist delivery, in terms of choosing the right melodies, in terms of writing and all of that. That's what a producer is. A producer is a person that sometimes it doesn't necessarily need to sit in front of his laptop for him to produce. It could probably just have like someone and tell him that, oh, this is what I want to hear, or I feel like this sound will actually like work quite well, and all of that. And after that, get the artist in the studio, make sure the artist takes the song properly, make sure like everything is sounding really good and the lyrics are intact. And basically, just packaging this headphone like up to this, like making sure the logo is right, making sure this looks nice, making sure this is actually ready to go. That's like basically what a producer will do. For me. Or that's what I do as a producer. To some people, a producer is just someone that makes beats. But me, like,
it's more than
I like to call myself a musician rather than a music producer, because I feel like the world has actually like limited producers to only those that make beats. But for me, like, I arrange the whole song.
Wow.
Yes.
And so now, no longer, we won't say music producer, we'll say musician.
That's right.
There's a process. There's a process to it, as you described. You know, it's not just one piece or one role, but overall, we wanted to ask you specifically when, you know, music in general has a lot of power, you know, bringing about positivity, joy, happiness, all of those
energy,
good emotions, you know, energy. And so specifically when you're creating or producing music with the goal of it, you know, being upbeat and lively, what is your process to create that special sound, you know, that when people hear it, you're gonna say, yeah,
like that feel good energy. Yeah.
So it's basically like you cooking. If this food, okay, I can't actually use cooking because some things might actually like taste good to me and that people. But to be very honest, I'm basically just having fun. I'm basically just playing around most of the time. I like to enjoy myself. Like whatever I find myself doing, like I always want to like enjoy myself to the fullest. So when I am producing, basically just like, oh, if I actually hear the sound outside, really like actually like catch my attention, would you make me want to listen to the song more? Or if this artist says this in the song, would that actually make me want to listen to the song more? And if I do not feel it, I probably wouldn't be using the sound. So for me, it's less I would like to say it's less thinking and more playing. I mean, you're literally thinking, but like it's less. I'm trying to structure it well, but basically, I'm just having fun. To be honest, I'm just like letting out of my system. Basically, that's how I say.
So you're saying like it's almost like you have to feel it to know that it's gonna be a feel good beat, you know?
To be very, very honest, you don't actually feel everything, but what you can actually do is there are some songs that are actually out right now that, I know like I actually really, really went out on this production and all of that, but like I just don't know if the song is great. And the song has actually turned around and actually like top charts, and I'm like, oh wow.
Is there a song specifically that surprised you? Like
say for instance, Infinity. Infinity by Olamide and Omale really sounded simple, and I was like, it's calm. But like one thing I actually know today is like no matter whatever you're doing, like you always have to like give your best. So like I really went out on the production. So regardless of whatever it was sounding, just like I played my part, they played their parts, everything is sounding good, no problem. If this is something, no problem.
Wow, that's very interesting. Well, we kind of want to wrap up things here, but we want to ask you, Prime, whenever you make music, you're a musician, and make songs for others, for us to feel good, catch the vibe, catch the energy. But what do you do for yourself in regards to making sure that you're good, making sure that you're well, and making sure that you are even able to catch a vibe, have those good vibes running through you? What do you do for yourself?
Adequate amount of sleep first, though.
Oh! What was that?
Makwam. Hi. Ew. What time is
So
this?
sleepy.
Oh my goodness. Oza. Oza. You know what we forgot?
I don't know.
Health check. Health check.
Oh, okay. This health check is all about sleep, right? There's so many things that can impact our sleep in a negative way. Stress, depression, anxiety, and even in my latest paper that I wrote about, being stigmatized against or even discriminated against can cause you to not sleep well.
Wow. And there's so many important benefits that go with getting quality sleep. Those good 7 to 9 hours.
Yeah.
Some of those reasons being increased productivity as well as decreased risk for chronic diseases such as hypertension. So it's really important that we get those quality hours or those quality Z's.
I'm glad that you said that. Let's catch these Z's. Bye, guys.
Laba.
Before I joined the school, I was actually sleeping, and I watch a lot of movies. Funny thing, people expect, because I'm a music producer, they expect me to listen to so many music, but like, to be very, very honest, I don't listen to like so much music. I rather watch movies, maybe once in a while I read. I like to go out too. I like to go out and just like enjoy life, like just live beside, beyond like me making music and all of that. So all of this is actually what I do whenever I'm not producing. I don't play video games, so I don't play video games.
Okay. That's good. And so, as we mentioned, this whole thing is called Studio Medicine. And we have to ask you this very, very important question, Prime. And that is in one word, okay? Just one. What do you define, or what is health to you in one word?
In one word. Peace.
I love it.
Actually, because once you're at peace, like nothing is stressing you, nothing is disturbing you. You're good, you're sexy. Yeah.
We love it.
Thank you so much. One more thing, Prime, just before we let you go though, like let's say you were creating a nice good song for the G girls, it's gonna be something giving the people ginger, like what's something that you would be adding to this beat? Like, you kind of speak to, we're gonna add the drums here, we're gonna add, the piano here. What are some things that you kind of add to the beat to really make it feel like, yeah, we're catching major vibes here?
Yeah, cruise.
One thing I make sure to never disappoint on is the drums. I know with the right drums, you're going to be dancing. Trust me, you're going to be the melodies will come in and like suit you, but like the drums actually has to keep you going, and they actually has to be like a lead sound that is memorable, like beyond whatever the artist is thinking. That once they hear this lead sound, like say for instance, the flute. Have you heard Ozumba Mbadwe by Ricardo Banks?
Yes.
Like my recent release, the flute is actually one thing that's actually going to keep you hooked and interested.
Yeah.
That has to be like good drums, and there has to be that one sound that just like when you once hear it, you know what song is coming on.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Ian.
you.
This was amazing. Again, get them. You have to continue to get them. But we appreciate you. We hope that we're able to speak to you again sometime soon.
Yes. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Doing this for you too. Yes. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day.
You as well. Take care.
Bye bye.